Torah Talk Parshas Vayechi. Okay, so the answer to last week's question, the Yigash question was, when it says, Umiksei Achav Lokach Chamisha Anashim, they separated 5 of the Shvatim to come before Parai in Perak Memzayin Pasuk Beis. So who are those 5 of the Shvatim?
Yeah.
That was the question. The answer is, so Rashi brings 2 Pshatim. According to the Bereshis Rabbah, it was Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yisachar, and Binyamin, because those are the weakest ones. So everyone agrees it needs to be the weakest of the Shvatim, so that Parai shouldn't see that too strong and make them generals of the army. So according to the Bereshis Rabbah, these are the weakest ones. And when in Parashat V'zayis Bracha, when it doubles giving the brachas to Shvatim, whenever it doubles their name, those are the strong ones. The weak ones, when it doesn't double, but according to the Bava Kama Gemara, the weak ones is when it doubles the name. So, and these are them: Gad, Naphtali, Dan, Zvulun, and Asher. Those are the ones that went. Those are the weak ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, so in this week's parsha, Perak Memches Pasuk Vav, it says Umaladcha Asher Lada Acharehem Lecha Yiyu. So after Yaakov says that Ephraim and Manasseh are like Reuven and Shimon to me, Yaakov says to Yosef, he says Ephraim and Manasseh are just like their own Sheva, just like Reuven and Shimon to me. So after that he says, any children that you have after them, Umaladcha Asher Lada Acharehem Lecha Yiyu, they won't be like as if they're my sons, they'll be for you. Al Shem Achim Yikaru B'nach L'Asam, and they'll just be like their brothers Ephraim and Manasseh. They won't have their own chelek in the land. They'll just be like their brothers to have their nachla, and they won't be its own sheva. So the Gra said a segula. The Gra, it's in Divrei Eliyahu brings us this pasuk. The Gra, he said a segula. If Rachman Litzlan, if someone's children are dying, then at a young age, then they should, the next brother that's born, they should call him the name of the most recent brother that died. That's a segula. And they also add another name. They should also add another name. First they should have that name, the new name, and then they should have 2 names. The second name should be the old brother's name. And with that, he'll live. That's a segula. And it actually says in Elias Eliyahu, Daf Chav Zayin, it brings Elias Eliyahu, it says Rabbi Zalman told over. Who's Rabbi Zalman? He's the grandson of the Gra. The grandson of the Gra, Rabbi Zalman. He told over that his mother, the daughter of the Gra, said it was that her sons were dying when they were very young. Rachel and son. So when she was pregnant to him, Rabbi Zalman, when she was pregnant, she traveled from her home, which is in Disna, traveled to her father, the Gra, traveled to the father, so that the Gra will daven for her. He'll daven for her that her sons will stay alive. That there'll be a ben kayama. So then when she came to the Gra, she came in front of him, and he said to him, he said to her, all he said, it's a segula for kiyum of banim, is the next child that's born to her, he should be called with a name of his recently nifter brother, and with another name. First they should do the new name, second name should be the old brother's name. And then, so that's the segula, he said, and that will be the segula that will live. So then they actually tried this. The next brother, the brother that was nifter before him, his name was Doiv Ber. So him, the brother that was born, they named him Zalman Ber. They took the name Ber from last brother, and they added another name in the beginning, Zalman. And then he lived. And all the children after him, they continued to, all those were Bnei Kayama. So from this, it says, many people from this, based on what the Gra said, many people did the segula. And all of it worked for them. They all had Zera Shel Kayama. It all worked for them. Based on what the Gra said, this amazing segula. So perhaps maybe they named him Zalman named after the name of his great-grandfather, the father of the Gra, named Shlomo Zalman.
Yeah, what does that have to do with sentences?
Maybe. Well, this is in Parashat Vayechi.
Oh, well,
yes.
There's another answer to
Another answer.
The question of the week. It's Reuven, Yisachar, Zevulun, and Benjamin.
You didn't mention that one. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a rare source.
And then what's the fifth one?
Yisachar, Zevulun, and Benjamin. That's wrong. I don't know. Reuven, Yisachar, Zevulun, and Benjamin.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's okay. And then what's the fifth one?
I don't know.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So back to Segula. It says the premise for this is from this pasuk. So the premise for this is that the children that you are born, they're born to you after for you they will live. They will live for you. They will be, meaning they will live. Al Shem Achem Yikaru B'nach Lasam. Al Shem, their brothers, they should be called. And Be'ezus Hashem, from this it will work. So if you want the children you have after them to live, the Segula is Al Shem Achem Yikaru B'nach Lasam. And it's interesting that the Segula is found in Parshat Vayechi.
Yeah.
Vayechi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, just another Segula for this thing that we mentioned in Shema Gdolim, when he goes through in the Chelek Aleph, where he goes the Chidah, he goes through all different the Gaonim of different generations, Gaonim, Rishonim, and Achronim. So he goes through each of the Aleph base, and on each letter he says all the ones that start with that letter, that their name starts with that letter. So the end of each letter, once in a while, there's like a Kuntres Acharon that he writes at the end that is other names that he didn't mention before, or like other random names that start with that letter. So by Ois Beis, at the end, he says like a couple of names that start with the letter Beis. One of them is Ben Zion. He says, I saw Ksav Yad from B'Shem the Yerushalmi that says, someone's sons are Rachman's sons are dying. The next son born to him, they should call him Ben Zion. That should be his name, Ben Zion, and then he'll live. Okay. So this Shabbos is Yud Ches Teves, Chai Teves, Parshas Vayechi, Chai Teves, which is actually the yahrzeit, Yom Hilula of Rabbi Tzvi Elimelech Zatzal, the Baal B'nai Yissaschar. Yahrzeit B'nai Yissaschar. So let's say B'nai Yissaschar in this week's parsha. She says on Mamari Kislev and Teves, Maimer Beis, Ois Beis. He says, Ephraim Unajah Karubim Hashem and Yuli. He says in Yaakov says in Memches Pasuk Hey. So Ephraim Unajah will be like to me like Reuben and Shimon. So the Baal Turim, we know the Baal Turim says Ephraim Unajah, the gematria Reuven v'Shimon has actually the same gematria. Ephraim and Menashe will be to me like Reuben and Shimon, the same gematria. So the Bnei Yissaschar, he says that's actually Ima Koilal. Only if you add one. If you add one, when the gematria is one off, you're allowed to add one. Ima Koilal. It's together with all. You first say the gematria letters and then you add another, just like for all. So Ima Koilal, this is actually a source from it from the pasuk, and he says because if only once you add one to Reuven v'Shimon, it will equal to Ephraim and Menashe. And he says Ephraim and Menashe. Yaakov doesn't care about Ima Koilal. Ephraim and Menashe will be to me like Reuven and Shimon. It doesn't matter.
Even though it's Ima Koilal.
Yeah, even though it's Ima Koilal, it's just like it's the same. And he says this is the source for the Mikubalim when they add Ima Koilal to their gematrios.
Oh yeah, a lot of times in the Shemar Sha'arim, the Rizal and the Megal and Muka is a lot of gematrios.
Yeah, lots of gematrios.
A lot of times in the Koilal.
Some of them are Koilal. Yeah, exactly this. Yeah. Okay, so now also about this Shabbos. We're relating Parshas Vayechi. Now we say for the first time of the year, Chazak Chazak V'Nischazek.
Aha.
Yeah. So as we're saying that though, keep in mind that in the Zemiros based Sofrim, where it says like the Minhagi of the Chasam Sofer in Ois Kuf Hey, says the Chasam Sofer, he would only say 3 times Chazak. He would say Chazak Chazak Chazak. He It says he didn't like when people say chazak, chazak, vinis chazek, that they're knowing to add vinis chazek to last time they say chazak. Because from this, nechzer inyan hagamatrio shel Moshe, they're hiding the gematria of Moshe. Because if you take a look, chazak equals 115.
It's the
times
Chamisha
3.
Torah. You just finished
Yeah.
each shade there.
Yeah, the Torah of Moshe, Torah's Moshe. Yeah, so chazak is 115, times 3 is 345, the gematria of the word Moshe. So if you say chazak, chazak, then you're doing the gematria. It's supposed to be purposely the gematria of Moshe, and then vinis chazek is hiding it. So he was against that. Okay, now what's the question of the week?
It's the question of the week. How long did Esav Harasha live?
How long did he live? Okay, good question.
Okay,
good
thank you for
question.
listening to Parshas, the
Vayechi.
Torah Talk Parshas Vayechi.